What's going on, everybody? Jess James West here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today I'm gonna be going over my college transfer story and how I left a Division I lacrosse scholarship to play D3 lacrosse here at Montclair State. So we're gonna go find somewhere to sit down and discuss all this. I'm gonna run you back through the whole story and then how I transferred and give you guys tips if you guys need to transfer, because I know that it's the time of the year where people are gonna start realizing that they don't wanna go to this school anymore or they're not in the right place. So without further ado, let's get into this because it's a juicy topic. But before we get into that, I want you guys to comment down below where you go to school and what year are you. For me, I'm at Montclair State University and I'm a sophomore. Even if you're just in high school or something, just comment down below. Love to know more about you guys. Really trying to engage you guys and get to know you. So just tell me something about yourself as well. Let's go. All right, so I found a place right next to the skyline. I'm gonna show you guys the skyline in a little bit because that's where we're gonna move the video next. But for now, I just want to reiterate that I hope this video can help some of you guys realize whether you need to transfer or whether you don't need to transfer. This isn't me saying just to go transfer if you get upset about things or if times are hard, just transfer. That's not it. That's not it at all. My decision to transfer took years and years in the making, of all through high school until I finally got to the recent school, and I'll explain all this in a moment. But I want you guys to know that it is okay to be a transfer student. It's okay that you have to change paths or something. Don't always just give up and give in right away. Always try to fight. And if then you really can't make it, then make your decision. Everyone's different. And of course, I'm not a professional. This is just my story. So you do you, I do me. I hope this can help at least one of you out there. Yeah, what is this thing? Yo, it looks like an octopus. All right, so let's recap and kind of go back before college and how it all kind of developed that I didn't want to go to where I was. Now, I was 15 years old and I was a freshman in high school when I fully verbally committed to Lehigh University. Obviously, I'm grateful for this opportunity even to this day. It's an amazing thing that I was a part of, but sadly, it just didn't turn out to be the way I expected. When I was 15 years old, I had no idea what I wanted to do in my life, let alone make a huge decision financially and for the rest of my life. When I was 15 years old, I was not in the place or maturity level to be making this huge of a decision, so I pretty much just took the largest offer for a scholarship. Even though that was a big part of my decision to verbally commit to Lehigh University, there were other great parts that I was very interested in, like the education, the location being not too far from home, and as well as the opportunity to play Division I lacrosse, which was huge in my books. So fast forwarding through high school, we approach my senior year. This is when everyone's telling you where they're going to school, what they're gonna study, what they plan to study. And for me, I wasn't really looking forward to it that much. To be honest with you, I really didn't want to go to Lehigh at all. I knew it was not the place for me, and this is where I should have seen the red flags and kind of pulled out, but of course, you know, you gotta learn your lessons. And the crazy thing was, I thought I was alone, that I was the only person who was unhappy about going to a certain school, or maybe they just weren't happy about going to college at all, but that's just wrong. There's a lot of people out there that aren't happy with their situation, and I want you guys to keep that in mind because you're not alone if you're not happy. You know, a lot of people out there don't want to go to college or they don't want to be where they are, so just know you're not alone. So moving forward to the start of college at Lehigh University, I moved in. I still was not that excited. I was trying to force myself. It was kind of just like this false hope that I was ever going to enjoy the place. I really never did, and you know, that's why I'm not there anymore. At the beginning, things weren't going too bad. They were going pretty decent. I was playing well on the lacrosse field, and I had some of the best lifts on the team. I passed every running test in flying colors, but that doesn't matter if you're depressed and you're getting a bunch of anxiety and it's just not the place for you. So, and as time went on, I became more and more depressed. By October 14th, I'll never forget this, I went home and I remember just not feeling like myself. I was on fall break and it was after our first tournament, but I just really wasn't feeling all happy and stuff. Something was wrong. It felt like there was a constant cloud over my head, and this was all due to being in a place where I shouldn't be. Let's move somewhere else. Whew. Okay, now we're over here. This is Bone Hall behind me. It overlooks the city, which I still will be showing you in a bit. It's awesome. So long story short, I decided that it was best for me to leave Lehigh, leave my Division I scholarship, which was almost a full scholarship, and this was a really tough decision to make. I was not supposed to be at Lehigh. This was not the place for me. I needed to find somewhere else, and Division I lacrosse was not on the list. I was ready to play Division III, or not play at all, at a different school. And now I ended up at Montclair State University. I'm so much happier here. I want you guys to realize that it is possible to be happier if you're not happy. Don't think it's the end of the world. Trust me, there's always, always another door opening. All right, we're gonna go over the skyline and I'm gonna conclude on how I transferred. So that way you guys know how to transfer if you're looking to do it or you're just curious. Let's go. So I don't know if you guys can see, but right there is the beautiful skyline. There is nothing better than it. To me, it symbolizes a goal to get out there one day and be in a big city. Love it. So before we get into how I transferred, I want to add one more thing. Now, it wasn't easy approaching my parents about this because my parents were a big influence of pushing me to do better things and bigger things a part of my life, and obviously that involved lacrosse. When I told my parents I wanted to transfer, their first thought was that you need to push through it. Everyone goes through this, you're just homesick, and that you need to just get past this, and that way you'll be happier and be able to continue your education at Lehigh University. They didn't really understand I wasn't homesick. I just hated being there at all costs, and I didn't want to play Division I lacrosse anymore, and I really didn't want to my whole entire senior year of high school. So with a lot of discussion with my whole entire family, my mom, my dad, my sister, they understood me, they wanted the best for me, and they helped me get to the next place that was going to bring me the most happiness and success of my future. So the point being, don't be afraid to start the conversation. Your parents will understand, and if they don't, it's your life. You can make your own decisions. You got to do what's best for you. But of course, always have your future in mind. Never make rash decisions. So with that being said, now we're gonna go into how I transferred, the process of transferring, and bada boom, bada bang, and how you can transfer, or if you're just curious about this, then just take some notes, listen, I don't know. So first thing I did was call my coach and explain to him that I would like to set up a meeting and discuss transferring to a different school. He was shocked, as most coaches will be, and I went in, I talked to him, I gave him my transfer forms, and by the end of the meeting, we agreed that in 2 days, I'd come back and make my final decision. I come back 2 days later, and I told him I'm gonna be transferring and I will not be returning for the second semester of my freshman year at Lehigh University. He understood, we filled out all the papers, we talked to compliance, did everything we needed to, and then I was released into the transfer portal. Now this process was a bit stressful, but also exciting because I had the relief feeling that I wasn't trapped here anymore, so I was excited for my future. I got talking with a bunch of coaches, all different levels, D1, 2, and 3. I was particularly looking to play D3 because it's less demanding and it's more of a part-time job than it is a full-time job. But if you guys want to know the true differences of Division I and Division III lacrosse, check out the link down below to Stelios Crudis' channel. We did an entire video, and I'm happy that you enjoyed it because it actually meant something to me for you guys to know the difference. So once I was fully in the system, coaches were reaching out to me, I was talking with them, and then I had to notify Lehigh University, the administration, that I was not returning for my second semester, so I wouldn't be billed for any housing or anything. And that was easy. You just tell them, you email them, you go in, you sign some papers, and you're done. The next step was finding somewhere to go. I had some ideas, and then next thing you know, Montclair State University kind of just fell in my lap, you know? I didn't expect to go here at all. I really didn't even consider it at first. It was kind of an easy decision to come here. I was gonna go into the communications and media field, and they have an amazing program here, one of the top in the country, so it was a perfect opportunity for me to grab hold of and run with. I then applied. I then called all of the Montclair coaches, got in touch with them, was able to secure a spot on the roster for the next semester, and all I had to do was apply and get in. I applied, I got in, everything was good. I sent them my SAT scores, I sent them my transcript. If you're within your freshman and sophomore year, I believe that you have to provide your high school transcript. Otherwise, they really can't rely on your college grades because there's just not that many, but you can send that to them as well. Once I was accepted, I was super excited. I was ready for this new start of my life. I'd never been excited to go to college before, and this time I was, so I knew it was the right place for me. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap up my entire Division I college lacrosse transfer story. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys can take something away from this and learn something. I told you everything that happened between high school and now, so make sure you guys subscribe down below, like this video for the honesty. I would really appreciate it. If you guys are still watching this video after the entire thing, make sure you guys comment down below. I got you, just like it says on the screen, just so I know that you guys are still watching. I really appreciate all of you so much. That's my transfer story. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you have not. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.